why do people burn out, quit the sport of wrestling or any sport in general? I don't think it's from overtraining. I think that is the first thing people look towards, and it's very uncommon for people to actually overtrain, mean train too much that, you know, they're fatiguing, they really can't perform well, and they just want to quit. Let's look at the physical side. They're not getting enough rest, recovery, in order to train as much as they're training. If we talk about a UFC fighter like Khabib, one of the best to ever do it, he talked about how he would train a couple times a day, and in between each training session, he would sleep. So he would take naps. He would sleep so much that his recovery was on point, that he was able to train as hard as he was able to train. Are you eating enough? Are you drinking enough? When you start adding cutting weight, cutting a lot of weight, to training really hard, yeah, you'll definitely could get burnt out from that. I see a lot of people quitting wrestling because of cutting weight, a lot more than because they're training too much. Why do you see the best wrestlers in the world training twice a day? Why is Bo Bassett waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock, whatever it is, every single morning in wrestling, and how is he not burnt out by now? How did he not give up? A big portion is that recovery portion. The ice bath, the sleeping, the resting. Hey, my shoulder hurts today. I'm going to take it easy on my shoulder. I'm not going to let my shoulder get ripped out, right? Like if you're actually injured, I'm going to take it a little lighter that day, right? Or I might take a whole day off. But when I have an injury, I'm working around that injury. I'm not just like going 100% and letting my shoulders get ripped out when I got slammed on it the day before. So eating, drinking enough, sleeping is huge. If you're staying up till midnight every night and training twice a day, yeah, you're going to be exhausted. And then the other side, if you are injured, if you do have an injury, you're feeling a little sore, work it out. Are you recovering now? Are you taking the right steps to make sure you're not getting injured more and that is healing up? Next, your goal is not big enough. Your goal is not big enough. If your goal is to get just a little bit better at wrestling, whatever that might be. You took second at states last year, you want to win states this year. You were JV last year, you want to be varsity. Just like a little bump in your goal. If the goal is not like get a lot better at wrestling, do something big with the, like make a big improvement, then you don't actually have to work that hard. Like if my goal is to go from JV to varsity by training in the off season, I can take an entire summer off. I can almost quit the sport or only come a couple days a week because I'm not even trying to do something that big, which is, you know, really limiting yourselves. Everything you do in life, you should be going 100%, trying to do something big with it. Yeah, have your rest, have your recovery, but get the most out of yourself. Why can Bo Bassett train as hard as he can? Why can Jordan Burroughs train as hard as they do? For so long. Jordan Burroughs is like 36 maybe or something like that. He's been wrestling forever. How can he keep it up? Well, he did a little interview after he just won the World Team Trials, talking about how when he wrestled at Penn State and lost to Nolf, and everyone was kind of booing him like, oh yeah, your career's over, that got him excited again. It was the motivation. He didn't get burnt. He wasn't burnt out from like training multiple times a week. His motivation was going away. He was kind of done with it. You know, Jason Nolf was done with wrestling kind of with the motivation side of things. He didn't really love it anymore. So you need to be motivated by a big enough goal that's going to get you excited to train. You're going to have days you don't want to go. That's 100%. Doesn't mean you're burnt out. When you don't want to do something, doesn't mean you're burnt out. A lot of adults don't want to go to work. Doesn't mean they're burnt out, right? So if you want to avoid burning out, if you don't want your son or daughter to burn out, get them enough sleep. Get them enough rest. Help them to find a goal that's going to excite them to train, that they pick for themselves. Don't put it on them, you know what I mean? Like if they don't have the goal themselves, it's hard. You can't really, you know, force the goal on them. But when they're super young, you know, hey, when you're 6, 7, 8 years old, you're the parent, you kind of just tell them what to do in reality. You know what I mean? Don't be super harsh on them. Really, the goal is to help them fall in love with the sport, to really enjoy it, to have fun. But as they get older, they need to decide for themselves, hey, I want this goal. I want to accomplish this thing. And that will keep them rolling. You know, make sure if they're hurt, they're recovering. Make sure they're getting to bed on time. Make sure if you're actually in high school or you're an adult, you're getting to bed on time. So that's my advice for people who are looking to recover, looking to not burn out. Do those things and you'll be able to train harder for longer.